Do I even have a... You can now reach guest request. Whatever that dumb shit is. I don't know if I have a title on it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if I have a title on this. I mean, I know this is what I can do. Jesus Christ on a cracker. I think I just need a second. I don't even think I can really. I can't do it. Because I can't make myself smaller. Oh my God. First of all, I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette after watching this. I need a cigarette after watching this. Do you understand me? I have just gone on. The program is 1 hour and 38 minutes and 32 seconds. I have just went on 1 hour and 38 minute and 22 second emotional roller coaster. From interest to confusion to despair to frustration to sadness to did I say frustration? To joy, to gratification. Al Sharpton makes a cameo in at the function. So he took me to church really quick. I am proud of the prosecutors and the presiding judge in Florida that made and the jury and I said prosecutor. Fuck that defense attorney. That's what I couldn't be. I'm a prosecutor. I am not a defense attorney. I'm not a defense attorney. Because in situations like this, I could not even possibly imagine. There's a cruelty. Hey Mima, thank you. There's a cruelty to. There's a certain level of cruelty inside of a defense attorney for people like this whore here. Or like Casey Anthony and things like that. And sometimes there's, you need a good defense attorney because you could be innocent. Because there's always that option. But if this bitch would have brought me this case, and just the way she spoke to the police, just imagine how she was carrying herself with the defense attorney. She was probably just as sure. Probably just as confident, and was just like, well, what do you mean you can't? All you have to say is, I stood my ground. So matter of fact. Now she matter of factly in jail. Okay, and matter of factly in jail till 2050. Till 2050. And I tell you this, sometimes the way the Lord works, the Lord the people use, she'd probably be 75 and walk the hell up out of there. And just go back into the crazy ass ways that she was before. That's how that works sometimes. I'm glad that she was convicted. From skates and tablets and kids just being kids to a dead mother and 4 motherless children. Four motherless children at the hands of some heifer who couldn't even back it up. Like, bitch, oh, you bad? You want to throw things at my kids? You want to call the police on us? You want to call us niggas and everything like that? Open the door, ho. Oh, open the door. This black hoodie looks great against this thing, don't it? Open the door, ho. I was gonna say, open the door, hoodie. Open the door, ho. That's the problem with Karens. Now, if Karens was sitting out here backing it up, we'd respect the Karen. We might even call her Keisha. But no, Karens don't back nothing up. They need somebody to back it up for them. That's why she was calling the goddamn police all the goddamn time. And that neighborhood was good enough because listen, presumably, if I was in a situation like that, and that hoe had killed my mother, and then the second they pulled away from her house, presumably, and the second she was in that car and they left that house that night, presumably, I would have ran through that woman, presumably, allegedly, possibly. I would have ran through that woman's house and I'm not going to set it on fire because things are connected, presumably, allegedly, I don't know. This is not even hypothetical. This is just a far off fantasy. Ran through her house. Do you hear me? When she came back to get her purse and her belongings, 6 hours later, 3 hours later, 9. It was 10 o'clock by the time she got to the station. It was in the morning when she got back. So she was there about 12 hours, which is interesting if you think about it. Ran through that house when she went back there to get that purse. She could have walked straight through the sliding window, the sliding door. So, and especially with her, I would have got arrested. I would have been arrested that night, actually after the shooting of my mother, because I would have broken the window, presumably, allegedly. I would have broken the door and the window to the police, the very Explorer that she was sitting in when they had her sitting there. I probably would have been arrested with her in the truck behind her. But her window would have been broken. And I'd have been bloody. So then they would have took me to the hospital. And then I'd have got away there. Presumably. Allegedly. Hypothetically. That whore wrote a note to the kids talking about she didn't mean to shoot the mother, but no type of apology. She never showed any signs of remorse, just signs of frustration. And there's other words. There's another word I want to use, but there was no remorse. She wasn't even mad. She wasn't mad she got caught until she wrote that note. They left her ass sitting in there for a while, and she couldn't even stand up. Because the thing about Karens, they don't like to take responsibility. No accountability. That's why they always need somebody else fighting their battles. My God, today, tonight, and forevermore. There needs to be a healing, okay? A healing needs to take place. And Netflix need to put Al Sharpton and something, just to put something healing over the people, because this was not a healing at all in any regard. The whore said she remember Sandra Brown because of Trayvon Martin. No, she didn't say that. But she was talking, a case where a guy and a black kid from the convenience store. Yeah, years ago. Trayvon Martin was 2012. No. 2012. And they let George Zimmerman go. But that was a soft launch. And the thing is about, that I'm not going to get into all that because I could really get into all that. That was a soft launch for all of this right here. Besides, like Rodney King and obviously like Emmett Till. But even that George Zimmerman thing was just it's a horse of a different color. That sort of situation. The circumstances, everything was unlike anything else. It was unlike, in every situation after that was unlike, because there was no, Trayvon Martin situation wasn't any greater, the circumstances weren't any greater than like a George Floyd or Eric Garner. Each one was individually significant in the circumstances in the situation, whether it's, selling Lucy's or that's Eric Garner or whatever, or George Floyd, I'm not exactly sure. Or you're trying to get back to your dad's fucking girlfriend's house like Trayvon Martin was. And now we have this thing here where the woman is like, you are throwing shit at my kids. You're stealing, you're taking our property. And I just want to know. Now, I do like to play devil's advocate because I do think you have to see both sides. I'm not saying Susan wasn't scared. She's probably terrified. But the second she lied about not being able to find her phone, for me, that was it. And then, because she knew what she wanted to do then it became premeditated because she knew what she had to do. Now, if AJ broke into that house, busted down that door, or busted through that glass, and Susan ran for that gun and shot her dead in the living room on those linoleum floors, it'd be a different thing. But that's not the situation that happened. You shot that woman through a door after you had already spoken to the unmitigated gall. Unmitigated gall. Oh, Lordy. Apparently I ain't seen it. Oh, this black lady does look kind of navy, don't it? With this background like this. It's black. Oh my God. I need a cigarette. That was a lot to take in. Netflix, you've done it again. I'm not even gonna say that was good. Riveting, a riveting watch. Oh God. I'll see y'all on the next one.